It's a cult, baby. Yeah, Boston Chris, they said a crash. I kept the band, so Lambo cash. I kept it cool, was moving fast. I came with nothing left with the bag. You should do the math, I ain't pulling back. I'm pulling up, you pulling that. I double down, then double day. I changed the plan, I don't fuck with that. Nah, this should be your motivation. Balance, growth, and values. I ain't talking about it, stop rotation. Price is going up, but that ego also got inflation. Told you it was tough, but it's different when you finally face it. Take it for complacent, get your patience. If it reset what you making, cause it hasn't taken place yet. When it does, you can't replay it. So I hope them words you saying don't come back to harm you later. This a vicious game we playing, but we in it though. Put me in the dictionary and that's the fucking getting it, bro. Please don't get it twisted, that's the man who leaving when we's broke. I just kept it simple, nothing special, just the shit we saw. Tell me why you bitching, everybody giving 24. So use it wisely, it's surprising how much time to waste despising. That could really tilt the balance or could kill you at the margins. Beg your pardon, I ain't never beg, I planned it and I got it. Long time Luka Doncic with the options, I'm Giannis. Feel like Jokic with deposits, I'm a holder, you a talker. Getting older and I'm wiser, I can run it like Elijah. You can't tell me that I heat it if you've never been through fire. Whoa, I'm the favorite to the yes before a favor. You got motive, not no motivation. Stop with all the faking, thought I told you. When I'm finished, then you gonna hear me say it. They can't do it how I done it, they still tryna make the payments. So fuck it up, yeah, that's the plan. I ain't watching them, I watch the end. I short the top, then buy again. Some love the top, some play to win. I love the work, they love the spin. They love the rest, love folding hands. They love the clap, they need the friends. I ain't need the shit. Been with nothing, I ain't fearing it. You ain't need the love when you in love with it. Made $1 million, I gave all of it. Y'all play the kid, I ain't faking shit. I claim the shit, I called that, and I made the grip. Ain't fall off, but I can slip if I stop now. I'm still leaving rich. Hey man, it's a cop, baby. 2020. God bless y'all. Yeah. They say I'm different, I fought with some change. 1,000% is a regular day. Doesn't that hate me some regular shade? Spitting that knowledge from back in the day. I know I'm making feel some type of way. Skimming my money, get out of my way. Lately you see that I'm done with the game. Spitting my mat and I broke out the chains. They say I'm different, I fought with some change. 1,000% is a regular day. Doesn't that hate me some regular shade? Spitting that knowledge from back in the day. I know I'm making feel some type of way. Skimming my money, get out of my way. Lately you see that I'm done with the game. Spitting my mat and I broke out the chains. It lifted me up, I'm holding it down. Pass it around, started with nothing but went for the land. They said I'm crazy, but that was the plan. Mama, she raised me one hell of a man. She said don't get it if you won't get back. I gonna ask you what you did with that. I know he smiling when he looking down. They think I'm crazy, but I think they boring. Remember the days that I couldn't afford it, so I got some dollars, I had to go flaunt it. No wonder I lost it, but I kept on seeking it, I kept on calling. So now when I'm eating, I'm no longer starving. I shoot like I'm Harden, but pass it like Stockton. Got money like Wall Street, but loving like Gandhi. Ay, you can keep your hate on grade, I'm chillin'. I ain't hop up in the raid till I say, made a play on the building. I can play with your feelings, throw 100 in your face. Everything 6 digits, 10 to 5 to a 50, but I ain't a magician. But you saw it on the net. Now I'm talking my positions like the video was hitting to the quad car switching. Made 1,000 off a plane, watching Facebook. Me, it's like they say I'm different, I fought with some change. 1,000% is a regular day. 1,000 that hate me some regular shade. Spitting that knowledge from back in the day. I know I'm making feel some type of way. Skimming my money, get out of my way. Lately you see that I'm done with the game. Spitting my mat and I broke out the chains. They say I'm different, I fought with some change. 1,000% is a regular day. 1,000 that hate me some regular shade. Spitting that knowledge from back in the day. I know I'm making feel some type of way. Skimming my money, get out of my way. Lately you see that I'm done with the game. Spitting my mat and I broke out the chains. 60 for growth, 40 for slow. Stepping in mode, heavy vest Spotify, I think they go higher and higher, so I'm buying slow. I don't like if it is below 4. Got me beyond cause it didn't take scrolls. I bought into Disney cause Frozen was dope. It's really that simple, I've done this before. I kept it simple so they thought it's stupid. I'd rather do that cause nothing feel more clueless. They wasting their time trying to decide while I do it. But do what you doing, my talking is fluent. Your talking is stupid, I'm teaching some game but your attitude true it. They judging like Judy, they rate me like Moody's. They trading like movies but paying to do it. Stay up in your lane, I'm trying not killer. Don't make me get your case, my name ain't Shilla. I can buy this shit for change, watch it change to $1 million. You ain't gotta see my face cause the plays made millions. I ain't do this in a day, but I wasn't that patient. Started with a long term, hit a play I take. Every time I bet it out, confident the market take it. Then I play the spot on my own, then I started banking. Call baby. God bless ya. God bless ya. It's a cop. Yeah. The ones that love me the most, they never seen me. So you tell me what that mean. Make a slick comment, get clap on stream. Business again, so see where it change. Got dreams, talking imitate things. Solomon, they begin to see his things. I don't like favorites, but they expect things. They don't got patience like a bad MD. They don't meet, but they pay their fee. The one that won't step it, then grab it their street. He never fall back, just no fast G. I made a lot of money in heaven overreacting. Made a lot of money in heaven to be distracting. Did a lot of people in heaven, I'm always acting. Know the answer to the question, but they still go ask me, Ashley. When they love me last, yeah. I ain't doing shit, they living in my shadow. How you getting back when you been giving value? Break the fuel like they tell you when they give you fire. Child, why your money up sitting on the nine? I'ma get my buckets even if they fire. Look away, my kids were pulling through a mile. Tell me to the boys, I come back with a smile. I'm off and over, look, but that's a good for battle. Remember when they told me gotta give for business? But I been smiling, I heard of her Bentley. She bad as fuck, we're talking, that's offending. Ain't go to church, but the Lord is always with me. Hey, I hit South Beach and I like that freedom. Hit LA, get the check, then leave it. I'm up, sis, say, y'all, your sound skinny, check the play, I stream it. Please don't play with your boy. Seen some things that could break the divorce. I made one thing when I made me a choice. I'm gonna live in peace and I ain't fear anymore. Nah, hey, real boy, but I got big dreams. Inshallah, I kill him out of be. I tell him I have been I'ma buy anything. I told him it's skilled when she asked for property. I don't love the money, I won't even charge a fee. But you can pay a little if you watch a lot for me. I got a couple killers and they down to rap for me. They own a couple bidders, they won't even charge a fee. How you motherfuckers play about me? Making more money than playing for South Beach. Wake up in the lane and trade to Wall Street. Hey, when they complain, they gig in the cold feet. Always in the game, my OG was waiting to make it to 7 go and bite things. They was hating up tension, I know they didn't like me. Couldn't take it, was waiting, but money was in night reach. I'ma take it, I'm patient, you know the game is timing. I need payments and statements to get my shit right then. Cause attention and waiting, the reason you declining. Meditation and praise, the reason I'm rising. One comes up and one comes down. Started with one, but the shit come back. We was looking dumb, but we look good now. Before she hit me up, she gon' Google me. Ones that love me the most, ain't never seen me. So you tell me what that mean. Make a slick comment, get clap on stream. Business again, so see where it tends. Got dreams, don't get okay things. Solomon David get to see his things. I don't like favors, but they unexpect things. They don't got patience like the bad MD. Come back. Amen.
Chad, baby. What is up, ladies and gents? I hope you guys are doing well. It is another day, another dollar. It is another time to see if can we keep the little 100 streak going so far this week. But as you guys can see, once again, I'm joined with my main man, Bonang. How you doing today, my brother?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Hey, perfect, my brother. Cannot complain. Chad, it is going to be a very, very good one here today. I know the guys are itching to get some trades. I can see this morning you guys were fed by Chris. And if you guys were also paying attention, Bonang's trades also playing out quite beautifully at the end of the day. I'm sure he's going to talk a little bit about that soon. But we're going to get right into the good stuff as always. So before we do anything, we're going to open up with a prayer. I'm going to hand it to our main man, Bonang, to please open up with a prayer for us.
All right. Thank you. Let's humble ourselves by closing our eyes and pray. Father, we come into your holy presence this afternoon. We thank you, Jesus, for today. We thank you, Lord, once again. Thank you, Holy Spirit, for guiding us throughout the day. Lord, we surrender everything to you with thanksgiving. Father, we pray as we begin this afternoon session, we pray for our minds. May our minds take sober decisions that shall not lead us to destruction, but to prosperity. from now on and forevermore. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen, Chad. If you guys are in agreement, drop an amen, because we know if there's more than two, he is here and present with us. All right, guys, just a little bit of the admin stuff before we get into anything. Some guys asking about who deposited the minimum $42 to get the Iron 2000. Lawrence, everyone had to do that. That is the minimum you have to do. So everyone did that. That does have it. And if you guys did not see the socials, we have obtained the next giveaway item for you guys. It is something from the iStore. So we will again be announcing that very shortly. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see if that video comes out where you guys can see exactly what it is. But there, as you said, will be two giveaways. So the one being obviously the item, and the other one going to be something else for the guys as well. So we'll reveal that one a little bit later. But all giveaways moving forward, these bigger giveaways will kind of be with that community of the iron traders. So the guys who are trading there. So whether you have the indicator, obviously just trading there. So whether it's trading NFP with us, whether it's trading the indicator, if you are even not using the indicator and you linked with our partner code trading at XM, you are going to be valid for all of these giveaways. So don't miss out. As you say, guys, if you don't like the indicator for some reason, you think it just hits too many TPs for you, you want to suffer a little bit more and just trade blindly or trade ICT, I don't know which one, you guys can go do that. But definitely don't miss out on a lot of these free giveaways for you guys. So get that little $40 there deposited, or that 750 Rand, and get your eyes going on it, because you guys are going to regret it at the end. But Chad, that is pretty much all of that good stuff. We're going to get into everything very, very shortly. But as always, we're going to start off with the fundamental chat. And I think that is the big one. I think a lot of you guys all looking here going, what happened with the markets, all this good stuff, like, damn, what just happened? And this is where we always talk about fundamentals, why fundamentals are important. And the reason that was such a big move, guys, ADP, very, very big fundamental event. But if you look at this at 60K, they were expecting 111. And the reason, yes, this was a big miss. But the fact that made that miss so much bigger is because obviously we had that expectation to the completely opposite side, very, very broadly. So there was a big hit and miss, if you want to put it that way, with what the minimums were in that situation. So that's where we got this very, very big outlook, and we'll talk about that, how that played out on the charts. The guys will say, yeah, interesting to see DXY move the same direction as indices with ADP. Farbs, now this goes back to what we always talk about as well. Now, if you go back to what we're going to show there is talking about it, but not always. Sometimes weak dollar is necessarily good for equities, and that's where we're seeing that kind of play out. We spoke about this a while back. I think two months ago there was an NFP event, which was a very big miss for the dollar, and we actually saw the equities sell off as well, instead of going bullish. And that's a similar outlook here with ADP today. But Chad, let's quickly go over to those charts and see what's happening now. If you guys look here, starting off with the dollar, that is exactly what we were talking about. So if you see a candle like this, what does that mean? When that number came out, it means you actually saw dollar shoot up. That's what happened first. It gapped up. This is where it gapped up. The minute it opened up here, it realized what that was, and you had that instant melt off to the downside. So that's where you're kind of seeing that play off, that it's not really this idea that, yes, hey, something's kind of happening here, but it was a very, very quick correction. Now back to the EQ, you're going to see that halt there. Again, I've been talking to you guys the whole week. I am still bearish. Nothing's going to change there for me yet on the dollar. So we're going to have to see what happens, but I'm still bearish, and I'm still looking for that 97,000 key area to come into play. Again, all roads lead to NFP, and with NFP around the corner, anything is possible, because once we see this area, we can see how we've been consolidating a previous weekly low, previous daily low. If we can drive and finally get that volume, this thing's going to melt. Once we get past that monthly support, then it's just downtown all the way back to that yearly support. So keep your eyes on that. Going over to NASDAQ. Now, we spoke about this idea that we are neutral with the idea of possibly going bullish. The big thing I said why we were neutral was purely because of NASDAQ not having that gap closed over there, and obviously the monthly pivot also trading beneath us. But opening up this week, we started there holding the key level, then held the weekly pivot, and we basically just started trading bullish straight off the rip there. Big thing for me today is we are above this daily key level. Now, again, two things can happen here. We're either going to have a very small type of range day today with that news, and hence that's because the idea we're saying that a very, very bearish dollar sometimes isn't that positive. So for the equities, again, if dollar doesn't look good, that doesn't also look good for investing into dollar-based companies. That's basically where you're going to get that play off there. So when we see this all come into the idea here, is we want to say that yes, this thing can continue bullish, but at the same time, if this thing wants to correct itself, basically the New York session price in the news event now, that can re-break bearish, and that's where you're going to see that massive sell-off again. So personally, very simple. I'm going to say I'm neutral. If we can get back above Asia highs, I'm going to look for that hold of support and then a drive of volume through previous daily highs. And as I say, probably even going to get some to the weekly R1, and then this thing can just start to range for the rest of the day. But if we break Asia lows, I'm going to look for that sell-off minimum, the EQ, because that's where it either can bounce to come back into the range for that range day, or it can really start to melt off, and this can almost turn out being the high of the week. So two interesting outlooks there. Going over to US 30, the big thing I want to take note of here is again the same idea. So we had this obviously alert set here that was on these highs we were talking about the other day. Never really happened when we had that drive, but trading into this key level, thanks so much, we want to see what's going to happen here. So the key level breaking but still holding this position. As we start to drop down onto the levels, you're going to see this same outlook, obviously with that news event coming out. Asia lows hits, Asia highs held above, and then the reversal, this news event taking our previous daily high. So that's not necessarily, if this was the case, I would have said that was your high, fake out, now we're going to go bearish. But because that previous daily high didn't hold the support based on a news event, I'll be a little bit different on that. So again, if this can break bullish and that retake that and hold, definitely going bullish. But if we hold underneath this key level, we re-break Asia lows, I'm going to sell. At the minimum, you can see the same thing, EQ at the underneath us, where that can become the chance for a reversal. Otherwise, right back down to that yearly pivot, or monthly pivot, my apologies. So we'll see what's going to happen there. And then we're going to see basically what the cracker is looking for as well. Lately, the cracker is also going for 100% hit rate this week. So very, very interesting. Lastly, then from my side with gold being very, very interesting for me. Now, the big thing is, guys, I'm going to be bearish on gold. Now, the reason I'm also bearish on gold purely comes from this. We couldn't hold this. Now, in the past, I said to you guys, we did have one situation when we broke above, we traded, we couldn't do it. Now, two things. If you look at this, same way, we're going to just go structure. It's getting lower and lower. So your high, your low, your lower high, we're going to come back now to make that new lower low. Very, very simple stuff there. But at the same time, I also want to talk about is this is a key area. So I always talk about this. If a key area is going to hold support, you want to see volume drive in. So every time we've done this now, we've seen there. First time we tried to re-break, we traded bullish, and this is where we got. We traded bearish again. We're trying to trade bullish again. This is where we got. We can see we're losing volume every single time. We always talk about this. Retail tells you it's holding. The more touches, the stronger it's getting. No, dumbass. The more hits, the weaker it's getting. You're going to see this breakthrough, and that's where you're going to see that drive to the downside. So that's what we want to start looking for here, with that inspection of that break into the downside. So big thing is why we're going to look there is we are battling to get away from this key area. Previous weekly high, again, same thing. It can just be a very rangy day, typical stuff of an NFP. So if we hold above previous weekly high, we could continue just to see this move back to Asia highs that is untested, and then a possible sell-off. If it goes anything more aggressive than that, you know what, I'm probably only going to start to look around that 3,400 again. But other than that, I am quite set on looking for the sells here today. So back underneath previous weekly highs, weekly R1, and seeing again that same drive to the downside. All right, so very, very interesting one there to you. But that is everything from my side. Bonang, over to you, my brother.
All right, thank you so much, Kicks. Guys, let's get it rolling. Let's quickly get it rolling. Looking at what you are looking at here is US 30. Like I said, my idea of US 30 today is a bit bearish, notwithstanding the fact that we are overall bullish, right? So I saw the market dipping in, dropped in, and then went a little bit inside my profit, and then still sustains this zone. So at this point of time, I would say in this point of time, there's a critical zone here. I mean, there's likelihood of this market to drive all the way to the TP non-stop, because this here is something that has to happen and play out before anything else, or before the other following day. So I'm expecting this market to continue pushing all the way up to that take profit target there. failing in which this market may resist there, as I said in the morning, and then we drive down. So I'm still holding onto my sells. I am not going to be shaken there. All right, and then as we jump into NASDAQ, I've taken my profits right there at that level. I said this will be my take profit. It was hit, no stress there. What I'm going to be looking for this hour, I would rather monitor what USD has to do for me without any stress. So for now, I'm not going to be trading any NASDAQ, but I'm not withstanding the fact that this market is bullish as well. It has to reach 21,833. So we see the market bouncing exactly at our entry, still playing around the resistance. This market may push all the way with the opening all the way to that target there. So bullish everywhere. Let's see how that goes. However, I'm still very much convinced on my sales on USD. I will hold them and then see how the market goes this afternoon. I think that's all, because we did speak about this in a very lengthy time in the morning. So all we do now is to see how it plays out.
Awesome stuff there. Just busy sorting some stuff out here for the Project G members on what the cracker is looking for. And then I'm going to be right back with you guys, Chad.
Beautiful. Right, what is your gold analysis, Bonang? Let me check gold. I had said gold, I'm not touching it anyway. Since morning, I said I see some sideways. Remember, I said it in the morning that I'm not touching gold. I'm seeing gold currently playing on sideways there. So that area there, I will do myself justice and not take it again. And according to the maths again, I'm not getting enough data for me to trade this. It's still showing me that it's sideways, so I'll leave gold alone for today. I will trade it tomorrow, looking at how the data will be like. So for today, no trade for me on gold at all. I mean, you can even see how choppy this market has been. This is a sideways market in this zone, right? So you don't want to be in this caught in that scenario. The market will give you buy signal, then boom, takes you down, give you sell signal, boom, it takes you out. So there to stay away is me saving myself from disaster. I mean, I have a lot of Berkeley that I'm already fighting, especially with the US30 here. So I don't want to find myself fighting more and more demons. So I chose my Berkeleys wisely here. I chose my Berkeleys wisely. So gold, I left it, honestly. I left it. And then also NASDAQ, I decided to take my profits and also stay away for now. and then let me fight only with US30. That one, I'm doing myself justice.
Yeah, there you go, Chad. I think it's always the thing we talk about. You don't want to spread yourself thin when you're trading, and I think that just goes back to the idea where I think if Bonang knows he has a much more, I want to say, bigger faith that this position can play out for him today, then you don't want to go, let's say, spreading your margin across other positions, and then let's say he hits, for example, a daily drawdown, because his stop actually would become smaller in this position now if the other one also goes into drawdown, and then he actually would have survived it with his stop loss where it is, and then the trade plays out. So that's a big reason why we always say to the guys, we don't like to trade multiple different positions at a time. So I think in this situation, it is a good call from Bonang to just be like, listen, I'm not interested in gold today. I'll rather sit here and focus on this position.
Yeah. And I was balancing the equation. You can see even the distance that NASDAQ did. What I did in the morning, I took buys on NASDAQ and took sales on US30. So I made sure that my account does not. So right now, I'm not suffering from anything because I went a bit aggressive on NASDAQ here, took my profit at that key zone. I saw a rejection there. I'm out already. Now I am here maintaining these sales. Similar situation. So now I'm using the profits that I made with NASDAQ just to final come out of this. I just cannot wait for this Becky to be over. It's not an easy one.
Yeah, no, that one's been grinding a little bit. Chad, and I see the guys obviously mentioned we are at that 17.8k mark. A little bit closer. We are nearly at 18,000, baby. We are nearly there.
Beautiful. And I'm also almost 1,000 followers on Instagram. Thank you so much. Thank you.
There we go. Beautiful
From
stuff.
300. Imagine, from 300. I thank you. Yeah. Thank you, 2Gs.
The man's growing. He's just getting the spotlight he deserves.
Yeah, I thank you. I really appreciate it.
But no, I don't know if you did answer. I did see a question, though, the one person asking how your birthday was.
So far so good. I enjoyed myself. I liked the fact that I shared my life with others, and I'm still looking to do more. It's a little bit cold in Pretoria here, so there are some people who are homeless. Some I see them in the street when I'm driving around. So I just want to buy them more blankets throughout this whole June. That's just my dedication for the entire month. And I'm praying that God, as I give them blankets, I pray that I be able to give them houses. That's the prayer that I'm doing.
Beautiful stuff. Yeah, Chad, we obviously haven't said too much yet, but we are going to do a little quick trip in July. We'll be up in Pretoria, myself and Chris. We will be there for a little bit, so we'll probably meet up with Bonang for a little, maybe a lunch and a catch up.
Wonderful.
Unfortunately, don't know if we will be able to do a meet and greet at that time. We'll do stuff with you guys, but we are going to be there for, let's just say, an event. But we'll try and meet up, obviously, definitely with Bonang. And then the rest of you guys, if we see you around, we'll see you around there.
Beautiful stuff. That's good news for me. That's good news for us around Gauteng, Pretoria, and Johannesburg. Get ready.
Keys, why don't you guys post on TikTok as well? Stove, I must say, I don't know. I tried the whole TikTok thing at a point, and I just gave up on it. I know Chris kind of drives us quite hard on TikTok, so it's almost like I make sure we definitely have our presence on Instagram. So I'm very, very active on the Instagram side. Chris is very, very active on the TikTok side. He is on Instagram, but I almost want to say he's kind of doing a lot better on the TikTok side. So we just kind of balance each other out like that. Keys, have you changed reasoning for cracker bias recently, or is it still the same as you have been using it? The guy's seeing there's a little bit of some different sauce there. Michael, there is a little bit of different sauce. Keep in mind, like I kept saying to the guys, there were different versions we went through. So there is things I've changed. Sometimes I'm still wrong. It can definitely go maybe against me here today. But there was little bits of criteria I did change. And that for me personally, I just started doing a little bit of things differently. And it's been working. So yeah, we just changed it up a little bit. I'm bringing some music. God bless you, Benang. You're doing the Lord's work. Oh yes, can I come greet y'all? I can't wait. Yeah, if you see us out and about or know where we are, you definitely can. When's the live podcast, Key? The live podcast. Which live podcast?
There we go. That's the opening. 30 minutes,
Chad.
1:30.
That is it. Round 6. Markets open. Ding, 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 ding. Fight. Let's see what these markets are going to do for us, guys. Could be a good day. Could be a quick haircut. We're going to have to see. I don't need another haircut. I just got one yesterday. So hopefully the markets are going to look after me.
Let us see.
Gold's not doing anything too crazy yet, Chad. As I said, I am watching it, so you guys can just see it quickly. It's literally at that key area for us still, as I said. So at this point, it either can still decide to go bullish, which I'll kind of really watch from Asia highs if it does. But for me, if we do break here now, taking out these lows we've been battling a bit, it is obviously previous weekly high. This is then where I want to get involved for that short. So we're going to see what happens here, but that is what I'm monitoring at the moment. I see, so NASDAQ and US30 going bullish. Nothing too crazy, no massive volume yet, but is looking a little bit more bullish on that side.
Yeah, because really overall this market is bullish, right? Since the morning criteria, it can only not be bullish after reaching that target there. Yeah. So definitely it going up there, it's not a surprise. But also it's in a critical zone, right? So there's a possibility of, it's possible that it goes up, it goes down.
Yeah, a lot can happen at this point.
Yeah.
There's a lot that can happen at this point in the markets.
Yes.
We're still waiting here, guys. No entries yet. The crack is not in anything yet. We are sitting here waiting. To my bad this morning, feels like I sit on my hand session. That's it. Guys, if you were in those USD buys from this morning with Chris, you guys definitely should not be trading. Would you consider Project G a signal groups or more interactive community with memberships and such? Definitely, Mark. Much more interactive. Definitely not a signals group. The whole idea is you want to put people around you that think the same, do the same, act the same, have the same goals, instead of stuffing each other around. Because when you got a signals group, and you also, especially like, this can go both ways, so I might sound a bit rude when I say this, but if you have a signals group and everyone in the signals group has the ability to chat, you've got a whole bunch of sheep leading sheep. And get me wrong in this, but the reason you're taking signals is because you don't know how to trade. You're wanting someone to show you how to trade. So if you're doing that, and everyone there is there for the same reason, everyone technically doesn't know how to trade, you got the blind leading the blind. So where we have the idea, I'd rather put people in an environment where we want to educate them, we want to give you a concept, things to work around, all have the same similar idea, and then you guys are able to help each other move from that direction. So I hope that's the answer maybe you were looking for. But yeah, we definitely, I don't want to say we're a signals group. We do prep calls, we do watch parties, we trade events live together, we do boot camps. So it's a lot more than a signals group.
People must be able to do what we do live.
Afternoon, Keys, my chat. What's up?
Alright, that's 34.
Push me down to the ground. Goes around, comes around. You won't put the flame out. You can't get to me. Say what you wanna say. Take it all away. But I'm here to stay. No, you can't get to me. And there is no barricade that I can tear away. Shoot me down, far away, away. But I'm a
Temba, how are you, Temba? Are you well?
The cracker, bro.
So, yesterday, is there anyone who purchased the account using the prop firm killer code? I'm just going to pick one who did, and I give you our lifetime mentorship where you learn the mathematics. Is there anyone? Show yourself. Give away lifetime mentorship if you use the code PropFirmKiller yesterday. Let's see. Lyndon, you're already one of us. You won something. Let's see. Anyone? The first to comment. Nobody.
Hey.
Nobody.
Michael, I went with a 60, brother. Yeah, I'm in the cracker. 60 half stops at the moment.
We have to confirm with who is this man? The one who always does quotes. Where is that man? No, it's not available. It was available only yesterday. You snooze, you lose. Hey, Big Eddie. He has to confirm if indeed you use that code that he created yesterday. Is the generator of codes, that man.
Also, Chad, please note, we have done this a little bit for all of you newcomers. First 35. If it is your first time and you have not bought an account with Vault Funder yet, please note, guys, we will pick it up on the system, so it won't be valid if you've bought accounts. But if you have an account and you haven't a profile with us and you haven't bought an account yet, you can use the code FIRST35 to get 35% off.
EFK prop firm killer. So no one did. Jax 100 says I bought it. Did you use the code PFK yesterday? It expired yesterday according to my understanding. So I'm looking for that one person who used the code. Bonang, I love you, my brother. Thank you so much, Mega. Thank you. I appreciate. The way he says it, this is Sean. I say Kukuda Chaiko. Now the thing is, are you a woman or you are a man? That's too deep now. Nandi Ganja and Temba, all right, we thank God for your life. If you use that code, lifetime mentorship to the mathematics is yours. But unfortunately, if you didn't use that code, then the lifetime mentorship to the mathematics has passed you. Show yourself. Reveal yourself. Reveal yourself. That's how deep and valuable that code is. So no one of you used it. Appear here now.
Keys, it feels good having the cracker back in Project G. Hey, nah, it's definitely been good having the cracker back.
Enjoy yourself.
First 35. Keys. Yeah, Ricks, that's it, my brother. first 35. Give the lifetime membership to a newcomer, Bonang. Ay.
Just a flip from this H1 candle there, it's good money for me. A flip to the down. Yo, look at NASDAQ. Did you see how NASDAQ is pushing up? It's moving. JX100 is a scam. Don't be a scammer. Repent. The kingdom of God is near. Give me the lifetime membership to a give the lifetime membership to a newcomer, Bonang. No, I give what I want, so I can't afford newcomer. I was once a newcomer before. So you have to labor hard, stay on the stream, continue liking and commenting. You understand? There's nothing good about being a newcomer that I have to give you something. No. For now, work hard. What was the question, Bonang? The question was, is there anyone who used the code PFK yesterday to purchase an account? If you did, comment first and I will give you our lifetime mentorship to the mathematics. You learn it.
The mathematics.
Mm-hmm. Bonang, did you know Jinimbi? Yeah, Jinimbi was quite a popular person on internet anyway. So I knew him on internet, not personal. Very rich guy. Jinimbi. Yeah, I knew him. I heard of him. Not on a personal level anyway. If I do now, is it available? No, if you use the code PFK yesterday, if you didn't use that code, then just stick around for other giveaway opportunities as well.
I haven't purchased an account. If I do now, is it available? Is what available? For Nang's thing or the other one? Which one?
Mr. Truth, it was me. So JX100, it's you who brought. You said you used the code PFK yesterday. Where's the big ad? It comes and confirms that. Yeah, it was valid yesterday only. Closed mouth doesn't get feed. Yes, that's a very powerful quote there. Now you can be a newcomer and then you don't comment, you don't like, you don't do anything, we don't see you anywhere. You are just there observing. So why should we gift you? Well, while we have got people like Rooks. Rooks is always here.
Oh, Rooksy. Rooksy
Very
doing
committed.
the people's work.
Hey Bonang, how much is it for the lifetime mentorship? Well, if you text, you get the code. Bonang, I was hoping to see you when you landed in Zimbabwe, but you did not reply me. Sorry, man. Sorry, I didn't reply way, man. I have a lot of messages now that I have to go through. And also,
you know, sorry guys, sorry, but on that note, Rooksy, please message Chris because I don't think we do. But Rooksy, we're gonna gift you with a lifetime Project G membership.
Beautiful. Congratulations, Rooksy. Enjoy yourself.
Rooksy, you know what? Even on top of that, you're gonna get lifetime Iron 2K as well.
Enjoy yourself. Somebody says Rooks is a bot, not a person. Let's see. So this bot is also there on Instagram.
What's that? Yeah.
Thank you, Jace. Really appreciate it. Beautiful. Enjoy yourself, Rooksy. So that means you'll be the one gifted. You see that the 2Gs have gifted you. I'll also give you that lifetime mentorship on the mathematics. So it's a double portion for you. Enjoy your Wednesday. So that's the winner for the day. Enjoy yourself, Rooksy. You deserve it. Yeah, you come, join the 2Gs, then I put some light in your brains. Enjoy yourself from now on, going forward. This market is right. I can see that US30 still wants to drive up all the way to the TP anyway, and then NASDAQ pushing all the way towards the take profit as well. Would have loved it to see a beautiful flip in rejection there, but it's not proving to be the case. But let's see. We'll watch it. Now we need a podcast. It will come. Don't worry. Mo is busy editing. Higgs, check that cracker messing with us.
Yeah, guys, I'm out of the cracker for those that are the Prodigy guys will tell you. But yeah, we are out of that position. I don't know if I'll show you guys here where it was. No, so let me just show you. Let me just show you guys, yeah, quickly, so you guys can see what the cracker is doing, what it's been up to. Where is our Discord? Yeah, I literally sniffed, but hey, it wasn't a loss. So guys, we're gonna have a look here quickly. There you guys can see again the cracker play today, June 4th. Sells above here, sells below there. What happened? We pushed bullish. Oh damn, I closed the whole Discord. Alright, let's go back to that chat. Discord. There we go. That was the move. We went up, we go half risk, we were BE. That was the position. Literally you can see where that sell above was. It exploded bullish. So we took our entry there. Came down, there was our TP. So I said to the guys, I'm gonna move my stops in profit. And we just hit this level anyway again, so I was like, okay, I'm going to close out, so I took my stuff there. But yeah, the cracker continuing its streak. Great work you G's are doing, I appreciate it. Has Mo found the sound yet? Well deserved, Rixie. Yeah, Rix, you've obviously been a general, yeah, for the Chad, so we're happy to always help you out, my brother. We always talk about it, Chad, you plant your seed. And again, you will reap the rewards.
Very, very important.
We never ask Rixie to do what he does, and yeah, he is always doing it, always attending.
Yeah, Rooks, I haven't missed him. Even when I was still a viewer here, I saw Rooks all the way.
Yeah.
All the way. The way I randomly say enjoy yourself all day. What have you done to us, Bon? Yeah, it's a slogan. We need those t-shirts. Chris is still working on there. Only smoothness. Enjoy yourself. There is a lot going on.
It's going to be a very good
That's
drop,
how
guys.
I am. That's how I am. So there's a lot of merchandise coming up, guys. Serious ones.
Welcome to the Mathematics Rooks. Now we need a podcast. Hey, there we go. Yeah, Michael, it's one of those things there. Knowing us, now that I close, she's going to drop again, which she slowly is doing. But yeah, I'm not going to get involved in that. I'm not far from passing the challenge target right now, then just need to trade 3 more days. Hey, beautiful stuff, Curtly. Keys a double pay on Cracker 303 this week. Yeah, bro, Cracker's been doing numbers. The way I ram, you saying enjoy yourself. No, but I must say, chat, what I do honestly love about the chat is you guys love to... Sorry, you guys love to see other people win. You guys don't take anything away from others.
Very important.
This was the move here, guys. Sorry, obviously we had this on the screen here, but I was just monitoring the Cracker play with the guys, so I do apologize for that. But this was the move, breaking a bit lower here. It was a little bit hesitant off the start, had that retest and going. But yeah, we'll see if we can still actually monitor an area where we can get back into this.
What market is that?
Gold.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to say enjoy yourself like Bonang does, otherwise it's not the same. Let's have a look here, guys. US study, there you go. See, it's slowly starting to go bullish again. The thing for me is I definitely can, and the only reason I'm saying that is it's trying to price that negativity of the ADP in, and if it's failing there, as I said, if this thing can't get back underneath Asia highs, previous daily highs, I do think it's going to go bullish. And you can see that obviously with NASDAQ having a much more bullish movement off the top, also then holding that previous daily high. So definitely these pairs can go bullish here today, and that's why I'm not going to sit around and try to force something if it doesn't need to be forced.
Let's see. I just want to eat something from this USD now. It's not giving, but let's see. I'm watching it closely, very, very close. Mega, thank you, Mega. MFX Rooks, all you need now is a lifetime membership at MFX. Yes,
Hey,
those 10 peeps must be killed.
then you clock the chat, Rooks. TDs, thanks for appreciating Rooks. Daily does, well deserved, guys. No, 100%, guys. It never goes unnoticed.
Don't forget to like, subscribe. You never know, you may be the next Rooks.
Keys, is the previous day low on gold a valid target on gold? Previous daily low, where is the previous daily low on gold? If we can break out, my brother, honestly, we are in this range here. So if we start going to like the one, especially gold, I love the 4 hour. If this here on the 4 hour does something like this, we get a move, yeah, this bearish candle starts to drive, and we get something like that even, where we've then taken out this low, then I do believe this thing is going to melt. Because same way, I always talk about this, if you look at this level over here, same way we had this gap here, open traffic of bullish momentum, you're almost going to get a reciprocal of very aggressive momentum to the downside, which is this weekly pivot. At the same time we talk about that, when you guys look there very carefully, there's a gap on gold. So yes, that previous daily low can become a very valid target. I'm not going to say it's a valid target in the essence of, for example, today. It could happen, you never know. But also, it is an NFP week, and that's why I'm just saying this thing could range today, for example, maybe breakout fake, and then it's going to range like over here tomorrow. And then Friday, for example, you're going to get that breakout move. Does that make sense? Where then this thing will drive all the way down again. So yeah, we just have to monitor what's happening there on that essence, but definitely can play out. Guys, this will be my first buying funded account, and I'm a beginner trader, and having been learning a lot here on this platform. How does it work, and when purchased, what steps are taken? Mr. Truth, obviously everything you need to know about fund accounts is on the website. What the targets are, your daily drawdown, daily your max limit, all those type of things. Yeah, once you purchase it, it's within a few minutes you'll get an email which will have your login details for your account. You obviously log in and you trade it like any normal broker account, for example. It's just obviously a lot more capital, so your lot sizes are probably going to be a bit different. But other than that, it's the same. You just can't lose a certain amount in the day, with also not reaching an overall loss of a certain amount. And then you have a profit target of a phase 1 you have to reach, a profit target in phase 2 you have to reach, and once it's live, whatever profits you make in the period of 30 days, and then bi-weekly, you keep 80%, the company keeps 20%, unless you obviously take the higher profit split at 90-10. Keeks, why is your EQ so low on gold? Guys, we've been looking into it. I don't know why lately our thing's been giving issues with it, but let's just do this. If we look there, there's the wick. There's, oh damn, sorry, wait, I'm on the wrong candle here. There. Nah, looks like the EQ's right, because that would be the 50% of the previous day over here. So, oh damn, but I see what you're saying there. That's actually above us. Let me just drop down, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, so that's where the EQ should have been there. We can actually see how I traded off of it. Damn, okay, we need to address why it's doing this, because if that was the EQ there and I knew that had already been tested, this would have been a completely different situation to take that trade. Okay, we need to address why that's doing that.
All right, 4 minutes to a new hour candle. Let's see what happens. Like I said, I'm looking for a flip in from where the current price is at. If it flips in, deep we go.
Answering KCH there, Keys, do you have a set lot size using proper accounts? If I'm being honest with you, I have 3. So there's always, depending on the account size I use, I have 3 lot sizes I use. I have a conservative, I have a normal, and I have an aggressive. So it depends, but yeah, it would always be 3 options that I use, and that just keeps certain consistency. But obviously it allows me to change my approach with the trades. But Mr. Big has to interview you first. Make sure you study hard. Keeks, can you ask Chris if they plan on removing news rules from funded accounts on Vault Funder? We are. There is eventually, we're going to bring along swing accounts, very similar to what FTMO has, where you will then be able to basically trade through news, but you'll have obviously a much lower leverage on the accounts. That's a grabber move, yeah, exactly. It would have been, Carl, it would have been a much different setup if we knew that EQ was there. Change my name from KM to Christian M, my full name. When I would have changed on, no one's must say I'm a newcomer. This is a public announcement. Hey. PMI.
And also Mr. Truth asked how this prop firm operate. Right, there is what we call challenge fee. Your challenge fee is at stake if you violate any rules. If you trade without reading any rules of that prop firm, especially Vault Funder right now. If you are purchasing with Vault Funder, make sure you read every rule there. You lose, then you are not going to get a refund. You win on your first withdrawal, you get a refund. Those are things that you must know. You know, there are people who actually asked me some questions. They passed phase 1, passed phase 2. They were like, now I want my refund. I said, oh, my brother, continue going.
You still got a bit to go.
Yes. If you violate a funded account, no refund for you. But if you do, just be, one thing I love about prop firms, those rules, they make you a very good trader, honestly.
I said the same thing, and that's why I always argue with people. They want to complain about rules, but a good trader will actually tell you the prop firm rules are very, very good.
They keep you disciplined. Right, let's see what 4 o'clock is for us. Let's see.
Hey, Chad, there we go. Beautiful stuff. For the guys that held the cracker, Mark, I don't know if you're still here. I see there the guys hitting a full TP on the cracker play. Made them wait a little bit, but did go. So the cracker keeping its 100% streak this week.
There is news.
Because that's how I breached, even though I was in major. Wait, hold on. What? Wait, Evan, how did you breach? Did you do market execution or did it hit your stop loss in a news event? What did you do that it was breached? Keys, the ego problem is only with black. Okay, alright. Okay, we'll look into that.
I see. But this news really favored me, eh? Dipped in.
Yeah. Cracker at 1+1 stove. Hey. That would be great. Hi, Keys. Please advise if the previous high was taken on Monday on gold. Why would it see it as bearish now? The previous daily high. I don't know. He's trying to get onto my trading view. Previous daily high was not taken. We took Monday's high, but not today. We didn't take yesterday's high, if that makes sense. PMI news. Hey, we're going to see what's going to happen there now. Yes, there is news. I got stupid and failed phase 2 on Vault Funder. Oh, damn, bro. But again, lessons learned. That's it. Just learn from it. I failed lots of accounts. Now slice through them. What the hell was that? It was a pending order. Yeah, my brother. Pending order keys. The only thing is, if you know the rules, take the pending orders out, my brother. That's just the unfortunate thing about that. All the big prop firms have it. FTMO, all of them are the same. So when it activated the pending order, account was closed. Yeah. The reason is any big trader is not going to have the risk of their account doing anything around a news event. So yeah, any big trader will not have any market executions happening. Like if we know there's a possibility of, yes, it can trade into our key area, it can do things like that, and then it might activate a pending order we had there, but there's a news event, we're not going to trade it. We'll take away that pending order and stuff like that. And the reason we do that is purely because I always say to people, let me just put it on my screen quickly just to show you guys. I always say to people, guys will sit here and go, oh, I'm doing this, and let's just say this is the case, and be like on the EQ. Obviously, this isn't the EQ now, but they'll be like, I have a pending order here, and people always say, yeah, but I knew where the liquidity was. It was going to trade, wick me in, and then bang, all the way to TP. But the same thing is, I always say to people, you have to understand when trading news events, as much as this could have been the outcome, this could have been the outcome. And that's where the guys don't pay attention. And that is why big traders will never trade a news event with massive capital, a prop firm, whether it's their personal account, anything like that. And if they do, they sitting through that drawdown from long ago where they don't have to let anything happen. So yeah, it's, as you say, we will bring in the swing accounts, but yeah, if people are trading around news, yeah, so be it. Yeah, now the crazy part is I am funded with TFT, got first payout, and now there's a delay with the second payment, which is crazy. I requested 21 May. My brother, TFT is the biggest joke ever. I have like 2 funded accounts with them, big ones. I was told I was getting my accounts back. Then I was told I was getting my payouts also going to be reimbursed to me. I still don't have an account. Then they told me they were just going to reimburse me the accounts and not even give me the accounts. Then I had to get hold of them, and then it's oh no, we don't do refunds. But I'm like, but yeah, there's literally an email from you guys saying you're going to refund me. Okay, no, we're going to give you your account. Go to the advanced whatever help support. Go there. Nope, they won't give me my accounts. Bro, if you are still trading with people like that, that says it all, if I'm being honest with you.
Yeah. Hey, there's no money there.
Yeah. Keys, once you fund it and you blow your account with max or daily drawdown, is the prop taking the hit with the money lost? Not necessarily, my brother. Not necessarily.
But do people read though? If you're asking that question, do people read prop firms? When prop firms do explain these things?
Yeah. I've had a trade for 4 days with Valfunder and nothing went wrong. Yeah, that's what I'll say. If you are holding through it, you're not going to have anything that's been executed around those key areas. I won the account from DFT giveaway, funny enough. Okay, I was going to say, as long as you're not wasting your money buying accounts there, brother. Then I mean, by all fairness, if you got the account for free and you're trading it. But yeah, as I said, I wouldn't... Don't expect anything different from them. I can almost guarantee you're not going to get those payouts. And if you do, no offense, they're not big payouts. The minute you're going to get to a big payout, you're going to have problems. So when I used to trade with TFT, we always spoke about it. If you want to do anything like a $2,000, $1,000 payout, things like that, 100% they were okay. But if you were going to trade, if you were going to do anything, let's say above $7,000, very, very good chance they were not going to pay you out. And there's a lot of other mentors that will tell you the same thing. Common Capital just breached me for my buy limit being triggered on gold. I'm not going to talk about that.
How did NASDAQ go? I want to see this NASDAQ thing, the way it behaved. Sure. Look at NASDAQ, guys. Exactly from my resistance area there. Dipping in like crazy. This is what USD must be doing. Because we have put a lot of money on USD today. It doesn't want to pay us. See how NASDAQ is doing. It's playing exactly how I expected this market to do. That's a resistance. Market dips in, pushes down and down and down and down. But as of USD, guys, here we are still toiling all night. Are we going to catch? That's the only trade. I think it has been so long holding this trade. But I can tell you guys, I can tell you that if we manage to break this level here and close below here, we are in. We are in the monies. We are in the monies. So patience here is really needed. It's also psychology. You know? We have that strong psychology. Be strong.
There you go,
Hold
guys.
on. Hold on. So Kicks, tomorrow I'm asking for a day off. I am tired from the conference. Hey, from the conference, I didn't rest. Yesterday I arrived straight to the giveaways from there, live stream. So at least tomorrow, if I can get a day to rest.
No, of course, my brother.
Yeah, then we will be here on Friday doing the NFP and see how those things go. We just want to kill this market on Friday.
Nah, all good,
Right.
my brother.
Nice. There we go. We are dipping in there with the US data. I want us to continue going down and down. Nice. I love it. W's on the chart. W's on the chart.
There you have it,
W's on
Chad.
the chart. We are moving now. We are moving now. Let's go. Come on, USD. Come on. Push, Mr. Truth, do that. I just need USD to drop a little more and I get the default funder target. Nice.
Hey, there we go, guys.
So all of us, we are battling here. Someone is saying I want to clock 500,000 here. Another one is saying I want to pass my target. Yeah, guys. Ash, you know, I just stayed away from. Some people have been asking me about commit capital, this and that. I stayed away there because of that rule. For me, anything that has to do with consistency, it's not easy. You don't deem how the market is gonna be like in a day. So I just don't want difficult rules, honestly. So I started an account with Funded Next. I want to see how that would go. Let's see how that would go. And then the next account will be FTMO. 200k. Yeah, no, the only problem that I had with them is that they are saying I duplicated some credentials. I think I used my old email and then I registered with a new email. So I'm still working on that. Immediately they fix that, we are on. We are on.
Okay.
Reached the Vault Funder profit target. Just need to pass the 5 days. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. Yeah, last month market conditions was not really good, guys. People were brutalized last month. The market was giving some very funny volumes. Very funny volumes.
Last month, I think a lot of guys were getting brutalized.
Yeah. Very funny volumes. We are finding it hard to break that level, guys. We can see still at a valid level for buys, goes back up at a resistance. Let's see how NASDAQ is like. NASDAQ does the same thing again, goes back down, goes back up, which means that criteria there may be strong for those TPs. Let's see anyway. Let's see. Immediately we start to break out close below here, we'll be driving down and down and down.
Bum, 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 bum.
I want to take on Bonang in a trade-off. Oh, nice.
Hey.
With what? With Vault Funder.
Whew.
If you are taking me on a trade-off, you have to talk to Kicks. Kicks will arrange it. I will be there on stream live. I will actually fly to be in the office.
Sure.
And I will deal with you. Who is that one? Let me mark your name, man. I will have to mark your name. Who is that one? Let me check. Where is that person? Don't run now. Conan, yeah. I want to take on Bonang in a trade-off. Yeah. You just registered yourself.
Yeah, the boys
I
are...
marked your name. So this year is going to be very interesting, I'm telling you. Kicks.
Yeah. The boys are ready, yeah.
Daddy FX says, mark me also. All right. We'll see.
I don't know what these boys are doing, yeah. What they planning.
Imagine. Yeah, they are actually saying I don't know what I'm doing. They want to try me. Come, my brother, come. I'm waiting for you. Ooh, meet. That would be a nice one.
Yo,
So
Chad,
get ready, guys.
I don't know what you boys are planning there.
Get ready.
I don't know what you boys are thinking there.
Are you going to be live trading on NFP? That's a question, Kicks.
Probably not, my brother. Probably not. Probably not. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, these markets are choppier today.
I'm telling you, up and down.
A little chaparara.
Did you see what M5 did on those news? Dips in and then doesn't have a week, shoots up.
Hey. Afterwards, you'll never be carrying the barbarian anymore. Hey. Small range day today. Yeah, that's what we were saying to the guys. We had our chances, but definitely quite a few things. Gold, as I said, had the move there, but that's exactly what I said to you guys. It can happen, yeah. Is this thing can try trade bearish and then pump bullish. It can go bullish and then try bearish and just hold around this level. The bullish move is looking good. The only thing is I think it's a little bit driven too much by that news, obviously, that came out. So we'll just have to monitor it. When we look at it, obviously, ISM PMI. Let me just refresh it quickly for you guys. The big thing for me is, so 2.75, 2.75, 2.7, sorry, wrong one there, guys. 51.6 to 52, we dropped to 49.8. So that's, we've seen that dollar weakness, and obviously therefore gold jumping up. So the thing for me is the indices I don't really want to see jumping, but yet they are moving a little bit bullish as well. Again, there was a bit of a gap, so they are kind of correcting them a bit, but still looking a bit choppy, and that's why I said exactly how I wanted to play out. We're not getting volume there. Gold seems to be the only one, so I don't know if I'll force something. The cracker works for me. That can just be the trade for the day. As we say, you don't force stuff, but yeah, this has been the best NP week I've ever experienced. At least you got clapped. DaddyFX, I wouldn't even lie to you, bro. We always talk about it. NFP weeks suck, and then we normally have to make it back on NFP. But I think this is the first time, Chad, correct me if I'm wrong, we have a 100% win rate in an NFP week. Keys, how is your trading day today? Very, very good, my brother. Very, very good. Doing a little bit on my personal account, and then obviously we're busy with that funded next account to just show the boys there. So that's nearly done. We basically at the halfway point with that account, so we'll get that baby over the line soon. We're waiting for the sneaky puff adder. Keys, we should do a trade-off with 22 Gs, guys. Winner takes all. Hey. Correct there, correct, Keys. On the cracker, yes. Rooks, but the thing is, the cracker has had a 100% win rate. Has Chris given you guys a losing trade? I think he's won every trade so far this week. That's what I'm saying. So Chris has given you winning trades. I've traded the cracker this week and our other strat. Both of those have been 100%. Bornang's trades, if I'm correct, have also been, he hasn't lost so far this week. Because obviously he was here for his birthday yesterday, and yesterday's were winning trades. Chris been on fire this week. Yeah, so London and New York session, you guys have been getting fed, yeah.
People have been enjoying themselves.
Yeah.
You lose by choice.
They can't complain this week.
Oh, no. Let's see if we're going to drive down all the way. We want to see a good drive to the down. A good drive to the down.
Gold this morning hit a stop loss, but US30 hit a TP. Chris. Aye. But his US30 was a big TP though. So I think that did. I think overall he still is positive for the day, because that US30 was a big move.
Yeah.
But now I'm just going to put on your screen quickly, my brother. I need to go pee.
No problem. So where this market is seated there, guys, is a very potential for a sell-off as well. There. Let's see. Let's see how that goes. Today we are totally going against the Mets. Let's see what the Mets will do. Those shares are looking good, Bonang. What's your take? Yo, they are looking good, but man, let's not forget that as per our mathematics, this is our target. So they can be looking good. I think that's the only thing that I can do for me. The risk reward ratio is good. Selling for me it's best because one, I'm sitting at a resistance. There's a reason why I'm selling there. So I would want to see this market coming back inside my trading zone. If I'm to check or show you, let me just remove this buy entry of the 28th. Remove this zone. I'm just gonna and then yesterday's TP, remove it like this. So if I'm to show you something here, this here is my trading zone for the day, this one. So I would want the market to then somehow retest one of these levels, and then that's when I would say the market can go wherever it wants. But this is not an illegal move. I mean, even the buys as they push up, that's not illegal. It's good because there's a target that is already there. So it would have been illegal if this market was trading this side throughout. So for now, still very much legal. And because we're at a resistance, we would rather go for sells instead of buys. I hope this makes sense. Or buy later. We will buy later.
Right. Let's see what's happening here, Chad. Still think it's gonna range, but let's see if anything change while I was gone. Not much, Chad, but I mean it's not a bad day. I mean we think of it just the cracker. So the cracker alone this week did 240 pips. And then the two other trades were 60-60, so we 360 pips for the day, for the week so far. So I mean definitely a very, very good week.
Yeah, this week will end very well for all of us.
Michael, I've obviously got a little bit of a arsenal, so I've got quite a few different ones I approach, obviously all based on very similar stuff. I mean at the end of the day they all really work around as support and resistance. I always said to you guys, I don't overcomplicate it. I mean, I think the guys saw it the other day. I always talk about it, but I think guys don't believe me. I really have never studied RCT, so I don't know RCT stuff. I know a little bit of the SMC stuff, but yeah, that's my trading's always just been built around support and resistance. I always preach to guys, the guys overcomplicate it, and that's it. So bummed I was doing well on that account. Now I've just lost for reasons I don't know, and that was my last hope. Sam, what did you do, my brother? There's been how many winning trades? What losing trades are you taking? Keegs, who's your mentor? My brother, the one above. But no, I've had a few, my brother. I have had a few, but I want to say a little bit of a controversial thing. I had many mentors, but I had each mentor kind of, I want to say, specialized in what they did. So I always talk about it when it comes to trading. For me personally, there's 4 pillars of trading, and each mentor I went to was like very, very good in that area of trading. It then was able to allow me to combine it, and then at the same time it's just experience, time, effort, a lot of money, a lot of pain and hurt, and then you come out the other side. Take the 2-minute fit. Hey boys, we're not doing this again, yeah. Keys uses the breakup structure into inverse fair value gap for those. Don't forget your chalk, guys. Don't forget about your chalk. That the prop room just breached my account for placing a trade. Ah, damn, bro. Obviously, also a news rule. I don't know why the guys trade news rules. Like, if you know they're there, why do you do it? I'm off. Cheers, Fobs.
It's automatic. The ones who are dangerous are the ones that are automatic. You know, others you can execute and they review. They don't find out. They don't see that thing. But the ones that you've got a system that detects news, you're in trouble.
Kyle, if I had to be like realistic, yeah, hey, and I had to if we're talking obviously like prop firm accounts, realistically, I'm gonna say it took about 10 till I was making good money. Then that's going to that phase where I kind of lost everything and I went into that little bit of a dip in my life. Then let's even say, because then I had money now, so speed running these things, probably went through, let's say, another 15. So let's say 25 or so that we're talking blown. Either I got them to a phase 2, I maybe even got them live, but then I blew them without getting payouts. And then obviously there's been a lot more since that have obviously been live accounts, got payouts, got the return, and now it's a whole different ball game for me with them. But yeah, it's a process. Even the live accounts, like your personal capital, rather not live accounts, your personal capital, same thing, lost a lot of money over time to then get to where you are now, understanding really leverage, understanding your own average moves, your own average TPs, things like this, like what works for you, what doesn't. It's a whole different ball game. So you got to figure those things out. I always talk about this. You got to know the trader you are. So when you can do that, hence knowing the trader you are, again, it comes to the idea that I like to be reasonable, but I also know in a range day I want to be conservative, hence why I have a conservative lot size I'd use. And then there's days where you just get those feelings inside, like a trader, you just honestly, I want to say there's that time of there's not a valid reason for why we do it, but you know that this trade is going to work. You've just seen it. There's just these, like, it becomes a subconscious thing, like alarm bells just go off in your head and you're like, I need to take this position now, and you take it and it plays out. And those are the ones you're aggressive with, things like this. So yeah, it definitely is a long game. I think we always talk about it. Trading is the hardest way to make easy money. But yeah, Fundanex allows news trading. If you place a trade 10 minutes before or after news, they take it as trading news, and then you get 40% profit from money made on that specific trade. Okay. Trader's Edge. Alright, it's the same as you're paying to go to school, just market school fees. 100%. 100% the same. Guys, obviously, unfortunately, I do have to be somewhere at 5, and obviously I'm going to hit a bit of traffic now, so I think we are going to get ready to wrap it up, and our markets are starting to range. So we have our trades, we had our TPs, we're not going to sit here and cry about something. Bonang, from your side, my brother, anything to wrap it up?
All right, for me, all I can say, let's just quickly jump into NASDAQ and see how this market is like here. I can see that this market still at a resistance zone. That's why I said I took my profit and I'm out there. And then going to US 30, currently sitting on my selling zone, that whole area from where it is to 42.70, 42.733, it's still my selling zone, and I'm still very much hopeful, and I see that this market may flip in and we are in. My target is 42.305, and then from there I'll be looking for buys, provided I am not enough. However, the distance to the down is going to be giving me good monies there. Nevertheless, allow me to take a day off, guys. I have a lot of messages, a lot of emails that I need to sort out throughout the day tomorrow, and I have some contracts that I need to send out as well for other people to sign. And then I believe if I can just rest tomorrow, we'll meet on Friday, London session. Thank you so much.
Of course, my brother, enjoy the day off tomorrow, rest up, and then we'll see him on Friday. But Chad, yeah, that is going to kind of basically be it over there. Markets are going to range. We had the idea, I spoke to you when we looked at this in the higher time frames. We said to you guys, listen, this thing's going to chop around. It's going to be a rangy day here. We're not going to get too much. You can see it on dollar with NASDAQ. You can see it on USD, and gold just going to do the same thing. So we literally spoke about this. We had we got in, we got out. keep your profits. Don't get giving it back to the market now. But Carl, going back to the question you asked me there before we go, what would I give advice to people, even the IN2K in the working world, but still want to achieve the bigger trades? Biggest thing is, and Carl can testimony for this, is I was able to go full time because I was trading when I was still working at a bar. And the biggest thing to take away from it is, we always have this idea, and we talk about quite often nowadays, is plan your trades and trade your plan. So what I mean by that is, when I look in the markets in the morning, I have an idea of what I want to do. If that idea means I sit, I wait. Waiting, guys, unfortunately, is 90% of the trading game. Sometimes you got to sit, you got to be patient. Let the market come to you. Don't try to force something. If you start seeing big moves and it wasn't part of your plan, like you sit here and go, damn, look at this, if I was in that trade, how much money I would have made. Now you want to enter here, and then it consolidated, or now it reverses. We can all say you've been there. Don't even lie now. You guys all go, oh, this thing's going to rock at this volume. You enter, and now this thing reverses. That's FOMO. I promise you, the one thing people always think is, I missed this move. That's where you enter and you do things because you're like, damn, I missed it. Oh my word, that was so. That opportunity is going to happen a million times over tomorrow. It feels like it's never going to happen again, but I promise you it is. You just got to be like, hey, if I miss my trade today, I miss my trade today. I understand people want to make money, but when you can find peace in your trading and really get that point of being patient, let the market come to you. You execute on what you want to execute on. That there's nothing in the market you go, shit, I don't like this. Gold yesterday, gold ran away from us, guys, because I literally was like, damn, there was one thing I didn't like about that trade. It closed in my level. I didn't take the position. What happened? Gold ran. Literally the trade over here. You guys can remember this. Yesterday, yeah. This thing, we were waiting for it. It closed in the level. We didn't take the position, and then it ran the whole day. But that was the rule. Something happened. I didn't like it. I didn't take the trade. So honestly, mindset, your patience, and again, trade what your plan is. Don't fool around. Don't jump around. Find something that works for you and stick to it. That's also the biggest thing. Guys are constantly moving, doing different things. They trade in 7 different strategies or 7 different approaches on one account. Have one account, trade that one account one way, and I promise you'll see the difference. When I did my accounts, guys, I have the accounts, you've seen it. I got the account phase 1, phase 2, live to a payout. I only traded the cracker. Then I had the next account, we only traded IN 2000. Then I had the next account, and I only did that. Do it. When you find something that's profitable, remember, you're only going to see the profit when you look at the bigger scale. If I go look at 2 things and I go, I won and I lost, and I go, oh, it's break even. But the next week, I have a 100% win rate. That obviously makes up for those losses I had or break evens I was having. And now you already jumped away. Now you jump back to when it had a 100% win rate. Then the next week, it only has a 60% win rate, but you took all the 40% of losses, and now you doubt yourself again. You see how your head gets caught in this. So again, I'm going in a little bit of a circle now. We obviously know we're passionate about this, but trade the plan, stick to your plan, follow through with it, and again, just be patient, guys. I promise you, you won't miss out. The trades will come to you. But as always, guys, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. We're going to see you guys same place, same time tomorrow, as always. And don't go give those profits back, guys. Withdraw that money, treat yourself, treat your family and your loved ones, and we're going to see you guys tomorrow. Peace and love, baby. Cheers, Chad.
Salute. Cheers.
Everybody.